Holy shit, Christmas came early for us folks. Man, I'm still processing some thoughts here, but I thought I'd give you a quick reaction from the enormous news coming out of Disney today. We got 10 new Star Wars shows coming. They shed light that the Taika Waititi movie is still being made, but for me, the biggest news, and the news that was probably the most surprising and unknown, we got ourselves a Rogue Squadron movie coming. Anyone who's been following this channel knows this has been the one thing that I've dreamt of, been thinking of, and it is actually happening, which is crazy. Again, I'm not a big book reader, but I got myself through those. They definitely, well, obviously the original trilogy shaped my love for Star Wars, but those books even further defined it. It's insane we're getting this. So let's just break down what we know. Patty Jenkins is directing. She posted a little teaser on Twitter, which may or may not have brought a tear to my eye when I originally watched it. I don't know much about her other than she's done the Wonder Woman sequel. I thought it was a very nice touch how she did the video on how her father was a fighter pilot. She grew up around, fighter jets and squadrons. You can feel from the video how much of a love she has for the subject. So that makes me optimistic. Again, not knowing anything about her directing talent, but just the passion she has for the project. It definitely makes me happy. And let's be honest, ever since that sequel trilogy has been in the rearview mirror, Clone Wars Season 7, The Mandalorian has been absolutely killing it. I think Star Wars fans are at an all-time high now, especially with confidence in Disney. So it is, it's great. But let's speculate here a little more. Like I saw that Michael A. Stackpole even reached out on Twitter, which was a nice nod since he's the author of the first couple books. So I saw on Twitter, I have no idea if this is true or not, but someone said that Kathleen Kennedy said it was going to be post The Rise of Skywalker, which, kind of just from the initialness kind of bums me a little bit, considering that was the original trilogy era / Mandalorian time frame is the what those books are set in. So by saying that, it's where we won't be getting Wedge Antilles if that comment was true, which is obviously sad, but nonetheless, that Rogue Squadron style movie is still what I wanted, even if we don't get Wedge. If it's set past Rise of Skywalker, I wonder if they're going to use that time period to maybe bring Corran Horn in, right? Because by having him be a pilot in the time frame of the books, and if you're going to go down the route of, spoilers, if people haven't read it, of him being force sensitive and becoming a Jedi, it's really going to muddy those waters even more with having another random Jedi running around that nobody knows about, especially one serving in the New Republic and who actually, works with Luke a bit. So maybe by having it after the Rise of Skywalker, they could actually introduce Corran Horn, which would definitely be cool if he's the main character they want to focus on. But yeah, I don't know. It's just so exciting. The one thing I'll say, the one thing I got to check myself for is when the sequel trilogy got announced, my excitement for The Force Awakens was absolutely, and anticipation was through the roof. It was so high that, and The Force Awakens was a huge letdown for me, and then every movie after that, The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, Rogue One was phenomenal. I amped myself so much, and I pictured what I thought the ideal next movie in the saga would be, and it was obviously a significant letdown. So I gotta try to check myself a little bit that I'm not gonna get this, perfect, Michael A. Stackpole narrative, Wedge Antilles led, Corran Horn led movie. I just got to be happy and excited the fact that we're getting a Rogue Squadron movie. It's going to center on a squadron of pilots. It's going to be very Top Gun-esque. At the end of the day, that's all we can ask for, and I cannot be any happier about it. So best of luck, Patty. You have a insanely difficult job to do, but you seem like the right person to do the job. So the other news was 10 new series. Lots of the stuff we already knew, the Kenobi series, the Cassian Andor series. I'm assuming the Ahsoka series is going to be our Rebels sequel. That's my guess. So everyone knew the Rebels sequel was going to happen. I think it's going to be in the form of the Ahsoka series. Considering her tease in the Mandalorian's going after Thrawn, it just ties into the search for Ezra. So I think that's our Rebels sequel. And then we got a new series in the High Republic era, which were the novels announced in the fall. We got Guardians of the... Anyways, I can't think of it off my head, but there's a couple new series that we hadn't heard of before. There wasn't much detail shared on those that I've seen. And we got the Bad Batch. Obviously, everyone knew a new trailer dropped for that. Looks dope. I think exploring that time period just after the Empire forms. Me and Get have speculated on it a little bit in some of our other videos about Solo. That time period is so interesting to see that conversion between the Republic to the Empire, and in that trailer you actually see some pretty cool stuff in that regards. So super excited about that. The other series was the Lando series. It was kind of rumored maybe that we'll never get the Solo 2, but hopefully the Lando maybe picks up some of those threads that were teased. Maybe we get some Crimson Dawn in there. It's awesome. It's crazy. 10 new shows in 10 years and some new movies coming. This is the most exciting time as a Star Wars fan, and I can't wait to see what they bring us.